1 is for nigger, 2 is for kaffa, 3 is for coup, 4 is for bar 1 rapper. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's like a 1 for the nigger in the city. For the time being, we will maintain radio silence. The wait for the crack in the egg, waiting for the maggot-scented yolk to spill. From last I heard on the radio, they were playing the jackal. The old woman's cackle broke like an embryo, slipping through the crack in the control room. The shame she hid with her hands between her thighs, and yet the fetus still managed to crawl to the climax, releasing a clear shot at the nerve center. The shadow reversed itself and the world fell inwards. The saints are peeling off the walls. The broiled guard is washing the blood off their hands in the baptismal pool. Let us pray. But before we do so, I must explain. I had a friend in high school. His name was Claudius. We did everything together, went everywhere together. Then we lost touch. Last I heard, he had a Kaffa killer tattoo on his back. So this is the poem I wrote for his mother. Let us pray. Our larvae in the kitchens. Our Lady by the bicycle stand, who wanks off her johns, within eyeshot of Mary Stopes abortion clinic, give not of your disease to this man, who may pass it on to his good woman, who takes care of that bastard son Claudius, the house, and toys with fucking the gardener, but fellatio the bottle instead, because no wagon ever kept its wheel, and no good woman ever changes her own tire. What would the neighbors say? Aish, madame. In the rooms of labor, there is a room where people die, and the woman of the house sits on the bed where the dead has departed, because there's no reason to waste a good mattress. Men file in and out, life's phallic thrust, in and out. I peep at it from under the petticoat of the old dining room table. I fear I may be going blind. I have smoke for eyes. The kitchen carcass will teach you not to laugh. The disemboweled sacrifice twists in the wind like a ghoulish chime. Boys salivate over flesh stewed in blood. My teacher told me to eat my vegetables. I protest. In disemboweled motives, this native runs cold. My naked mind, hidden behind prejudice and fear that life has been disposed, kicked in the teeth. In theory, I can answer this. Where do black people come from? Asked my colored godchild in a tavern somewhere. He carried the fragrance of a vagrant. My nose sought the high ground, nasal class warfare. I didn't move from the seat. I didn't want to appear rude. This, however, remains a man in all his sweat and close proximity to godliness. Sitting alone with stained glass beer after beer, I seek his thought behind his hollow stare. I get the feeling he is numb. I squared the root of my circling thought and halved them by the reaches to find the exact distance to cross. From my mind to my mouth, across the bridge of my nose, and raised the glass in toast to perhaps start a conversation. I stopped in my glass, meek assumption, and stared at this panel drinker, who truly was a man of toil. He felt like a mechanic, because as he cried at the score, his tear ducts leaked oil. In the loving, the pale-skinned darky. In loving the pale-skinned darky. They trampled the flowers underfoot as they marched for power. I was squandered and resentful. You can't pass through Central Western Java and not No idea of Bosnia. No Somalia, severed tongue-in-cheek diet. No respect for the duality of borders and the complication of recognition. Here where I fight for peace. Hence, I live and die by the gun. Reason is unreasonable, and violence is inevitable. I will let you pass if you can tell me the sound of one army fighting. Yes, this is no war. This is maybe a massacre. This is no jungle. This is a city run by the conspiracy to let you dream freely. Then they come and kill you in your sleep, like an albino castaway, afraid of the sun, in the shade of a mountain that could kill a man in its shadow. So they plot with their assassins who take their cut without ripping any flesh, yet spend their waking moments apologizing. No, now, no, this is a silent massacre. They said you were dead. Just another rumor started at your funeral. These things happen. As we greeted morning, perhaps you were awake, adrift from the riverman's boat. Pushing back to these shores, I know you wouldn't leave. No time. A die rope could not hold you. You weren't one to hang around for too long. Maybe that's why you left. And I left. Two sides of a fateful coin's toss. In the callous hands of time, I knew we'd always be joined somehow, but I cannot follow right now. As at first, we had planned, in that most friendliest of circles, death charged and sunk on military couches, in war-torn hell. Despite the war cries of, if you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, help life take her. Our platoon was as platonic as a placebo, forced talk therapy. But then you always took what I said seriously. I can't be sorry without hoping I'd be forgiven. So take this apology with you, and I will start to believe the rumors that you are dead, because that's what they said. Once it gets through my thick skull, past the layers of lead around my soul, maybe then I'll make peace with myself and you. Because there will come a time when no one is to blame. That's when the Godhead will come back for us all, each by their sacred name, in the Gunn. I will fight the coming wars that my children will die in. I cannot rewrite history. I am only the future. The murder I've seen has left crow's feet around my eyes. From the crow's nest in my mind, I spy with my colonial eye. Land in the night. It's a machete southwest. Nightmare down El Mafad's shotgun. They told me they killed the question to quell the people, to stoke the riot, to police the precinct in monkey suits. The gorillas in our midst turned corporate chimpanzees by the laws of the Banana Republic. One bazooka, one nation. The Archbishop said, you can't kill the hate over chant of kill the boa. The accountant told me, you can't kill poverty without killing the poor. Let them eat cake of soap. And from the resilient vomit, pick the bubbles from the bile and sell them pretty. In my political ignorance. So we, dangling in the hangover of a differential dream, where on one part, one is a victim of consequence, and partly because a leader can't be part of or separate from his audience. A communion of people with high aspirations, and a low self-esteem. You were born fist first, bearing conflict like columns of red ants, seeing the shadow of the colonial ghost. I asked where my people at, half spent on irreconcilable similarities and half-truths that are the fraction of the cost of lies. We shall not be moved. Defiant till the beef comes home in the form of basic service denied. This a call to armistice. Kids kill kids with the discipline of ignorance. Humankind is an oxymoron. 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 The opium of the people is no longer a steeplechase. Opulence, opportunism has since taken its place. I awaken to the light, the Nephilim. The light sinned against the Jannab because the monster's under my bed and in my head. Do not fear the flash photography of the camera, Father. The monsters are there. They are invincible. They lie in wait until the forest can hear a tree free falling. Then they come to me. The proof is in there, in the pudding, said the sweet tooth monster to the girl who couldn't blink for fear of missing a bit of the world. The talk of her refinement outshouted the whispers of ridicule amongst the monsters that her steering had allowed the light of the great outside to sear her soul. Now, there was a curious and pronounced smell about her. There were whispers, nonetheless. They called her Tar Baby. And although her ears were behind meticulously kept locks, there was no barring the intrusion of the callous, jolly gossip. She became all too aware of her ashen soul and its pungent sorrow. And of course, if she came to see it, it became painfully obvious, painfully stark to even the most blind of her company, and nose by nose, secrets were exposed. Some said she smelt of brimstone and sulfur. Others swore she had been flung from the heavens, angels fearing she would poison the faithful garden they kept with her rancid odor. So once upon a night, so cool and casual and ineffective, she closed her eyes and allowed her soul to bloom, and in that time, singularity, a light came from inside her that blinded this world of monsters, and expunged the secret she knew she now kept. For fear of losing sight of the world, and although their eyes were betrayed, each and every monster was no near afraid. For to each was given a personal view, so true and incorrigible, their words tuned inwards and gifted with the trembling sight of seeing themselves for the first time. Their worlds shook frequently with a familiar touch as they careened into each other, one monster after another, reaching to find the girl who had taken away from them in order to give each themselves. In towards the light, Munta walked a road called the N1. He was alone. His backpack smelled like smoke. It could have been his socks, or maybe that fact that he caught fish this morning, or maybe he was just another dirty cup. In truth, I am not alone. We'll tear down rivalry towers with the power of histories we choose to forget, to redeem the lot of blood and sword with one final mortal blow. I could not think about it. What is done in the dark is done, finished and clear.